19 now on 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Saints 7, 49ers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Throwing the outbound incomplete. It's Sanders. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Tannehill throwing again. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Beasley. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off play action, Tannehill. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route? Tell us, what is the hitch route?
They just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves a chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Richie James on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Midfield.
second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And Fowler's got it. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ryan Tannehill. His 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead.
The kick is.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Saints 28. 49ers.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Thomas, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
And 10 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's James. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the 49ers.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Drops it off for Coleman. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
On the end around.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Alexander. No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Here's Tevin Coleman now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's Coleman here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. They were able to
stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Now Tannehill. Going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Complete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
A good pickup there at 22. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That escapes a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Yard gain. It's now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He'll drop this down to Coleman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. The 49er offense set to get this. And it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
A gain of a yard. It's now fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. The 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Makes the call here. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look
pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And 9 at the 35-yard line.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. Bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, 49ers.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. What do you stand on?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a
well, yeah. Well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
For Denver.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's... through the end zone for a touchback. Carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The stop.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
They go play action. Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Chubb on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Baker Mayfield.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Steps away. That is caught at the 7. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Play fake, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
50-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Jarvis Landry. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mayfield on play action. That one is caught by Hunt. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Browns, nothing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now, after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Block with a quick throw out to Judy.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. This is the tight end Fant. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on second down. Locke, open man, Hamler, that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
He was covered by Denver.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Olivier Vernon on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing his Locke on third down. Escaping the pressure right. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield, That one incomplete.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a timeout.
It's a gain of 8.
7 seconds left in the first half.
At the 10-yard line.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
Watch the screen. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, here I come.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Denver.
Jerry Judy, 58 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? A first down throw for Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
That's good.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
At the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Is that it?
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 39, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another Browns first down. 1st and 10.
Play fake. Mayfield looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield being chased out left. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Brings up third down.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14, but it's now 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
The stop made by Myles Garrett.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Block off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
First down, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just as you noted.
And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. He's at the 50.
In your face!
The 30. 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Play action. Now it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
3rd and long.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Throwing now is Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
No. Watch the safety creep.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Regular.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
How they're going to fix them and continue to...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. Taken in the end zone.
For this.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by... Much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is Derrick Henry, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Henry, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 27-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Back at the 34-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Red!
Throwing Rivers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers now from the 50. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Coming to you. Mike, hey, Rocket. Right there.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
14-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, when our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marcus Johnson there to make the grab. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Henry with a run on 1st down, but he's not going anywhere as they'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Colts 7, Titans nothing.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Flushed out right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And take it right at the 35. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they'll try the option on first and goal. They get this out left, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 50.
They're not even trying to do anything.
He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He'll buy some time right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Derrick Henry.
37-yard line.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up
second down and goal. Tannehill dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
They'll run. It's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On third down, Rivers got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Rivers on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
A second down throw for Rivers. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long for Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
First and goal.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry from a yard away, bowling his way in. And the Titans have taken the lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Rivers again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Rivers on the money, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3rd and 4.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. A quick toss outright, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To the air again here, Rivers. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off play action, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And the Titans, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
At the 13-yard line.
This is Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
on play action, Rivers.
14-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 41.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
15-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll start with a give to Henry.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 38 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really has flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now at 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He'll keep it himself. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. They run with Hines. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Rivers. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
44, Mike, 44. I'm coming for the center. I'm coming.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.